I, Timothy, the man who graduated from a renowned university, will take over the client list that you're currently in charge of. Here's the client list.
Trouble Busters!
My name is Tom. I'm a sales rep who works for a real estate agency. Ah, I see. I'm glad that you liked it. Thank you very much. Tom, you're doing so well with your job. No, I just got lucky to get to meet my wonderful clients. Wow. You're so humble. I think that way because I don't think anything bad will happen to me as long as I'm staying humble. Your face is so overbearing. That's true. So, my job as a sales rep has been going well. However, this is such an easy job, I might as well get a second job. My junior colleague who joined our team earlier this year has been arrogant and unpleasant, and it's been concerning. Hello, I, Timothy, had another contract signed for all of our sake. You're welcome. Hello, Timothy. You've been doing so well. So well? No, I'm just doing my job. All right, I'm done warming up. You're talking to yourself so loudly. Good luck. Here, where's the list? What list? I, Timothy, the man who graduated from a renowned university, will take over the client list that you're currently in charge of. What? You haven't noticed it yourself, but you've been doing more than what you can handle. It's true that I don't enjoy working, right? In that case, you'll be fine if I take your client list from you, right? I don't get it. What makes you think it's fine for me to give you all my tasks? It's because I'm talented. Talented, huh? You graduated from a renowned university, and I'll have to admit that you're talented, right? I'm talented. I'm invincible. But it hasn't been too long since you started working here. By the book, you should make sure you can handle our repeat clients perfectly, and then gradually, I want to get promoted faster, and I can't be taking all my time in the world. It's great that you're ambitious, but everyone starts off by, I don't want to be like everyone else, and I'm not like anyone else. That's why I'm telling you this. I've never been so frustrated when I was a student. It's my first time feeling so frustrated ever since I started working here, too. No matter what you complain about, you're not going to become a different person. Just give me the damn list. Well, if you insist, I don't mind giving it to you, but are you sure about this? I proceeded to explain all the tasks that I currently handle, but Timothy still insisted on taking care of the tasks that I'm handling. If you're gonna complain about this so badly, I'm going to quit this job! What? This industry is known to face challenges in securing manpower. If it turns out that a newer team member ended up leaving the job because of what I've done, I don't even know what the upper management would say about me. I decided to consult my supervisor about this concern. He then said, as if he thought the same way, "Just let him do what he wants to, but you're going to." Yes, I understand. All right, I've gotten my boss's verbal approval to have my work transition to him. Whether it turns out the way I predict or it doesn't turn out that way, this is going to be exciting for me either way. I should go gamble after work today. I feel like I'm gonna win big tonight. I'm gonna be taking over Tom's tasks starting tomorrow. What? Really? Why? It's because I'm talented. That's the only reason why. You're amazing, Timothy. You're amazing. Well, it's true that I'm going to be sent to the front line of the main battle while I'm putting my senior colleague on the side. It's because you're talented, Timothy. Oh, I was just doing my job, but I usually end up doing so much better than others once I get the hang of things. Here's the client list. Oh, that's the client list that you, Tom, will be transitioning to me, Timothy. Will you tell me how you feel for my future reference? Hey, Timothy, don't be so rude. It's completely okay. I'm sure you're going to realize it sooner or later. The confidence you have in yourself is the bonus time that you have only because you had everyone else's support. Huh? You're not making any sense. Can I say something too? What is it? Do you want me to teach you how to work? What is sales defined to you? It's the easiest game that I've played in my entire life. Thank you very much. The people that I've been handling all along are different from the kind people that you've been handling all along. A great learning opportunity for you. I'm not letting him get away with this. Trouble Busters! Timothy, your client wants to see you as soon as possible. They're in the guest room. Okay. What's with the sudden meeting?
How dare you, Timothy?
What is this about?
I'm here to talk about the property that I'm currently trying to sell. Why'd you negotiate for $40K less than the listed price without even consulting me?
No, I was just sharing with you that the buyer is asking if they could negotiate.
No! It says that the buyer is willing to make an immediate decision as long as the price would be at $260K. So you want to negotiate this matter, and you'd like to have a meeting with me. This only tells me that you've already been proceeding with this matter for the price of $260K.
Huh? But Tracy, I thought you wanted to sell the property as soon as possible and that you were willing to negotiate the price.
Huh? Are you saying that this was my fault?
That's not what I'm trying to say. I was just trying to meet your expectations.
What are you even talking about? I said I'm willing to negotiate. I never said that I was going to leave the negotiation up to you.
I don't mean to argue with you, but it's best if you sell that house as soon as possible.
Are you trying to justify doing this without consulting me?
I didn't realize that I did it without consulting you.
I see. In that case, I am done talking to you.
What?
I want Tom to be my account manager. I can't trust you with selling my property when you can't even realize that you've done this without my consent.
But I was just trying to fulfill your needs as soon as possible.
You're lying. I can tell that you're trying to sell my property as soon as possible, so you'd be able to brag about it to others. After begging me to assist with selling the house, you're now begging your buyer to buy the house.
Oh, that's not what I was trying to do.
That's exactly what you were trying to do, and there's no other reason behind this. You'll only take the credit after the property is sold, right? And that's why you don't care about what I'd like to do with the house, huh?
What am I supposed to do then?
Huh? Why do I have to do the thinking for you?
I'm just struggling to understand what you're seeking for.
That's because of the lack of your effort and experience. Why do I, the client, have to support you with that? Do I work for you? By giving you my insight, are you going to be paying me?
I'll go ahead and negotiate with the buyer one more time.
Yes, and that's why I want to talk to Tom.
She's just taking advantage of the fact that she's a client. Tracy, I'm so sorry.
Oh, Tom, you better tell me what's wrong with this kid.
Well, I've been listening in. He's been very rude and ridiculous.
Right? Because this kid hasn't even apologized to me even once.
I proceeded to utilize my talking skills to remove all that our client was uncomfortable about. We'll throw the negotiation out the window for now, while we'll either renegotiate or seek a different buyer at this time. Do you get it now, kiddo? I just made a small mistake, that's all. Not meeting the seller's expectations isn't a small mistake at all. I don't want you to be judging the size of my mistake. I wasn't the one who judged it. It was our client. She was upset about the fact that you were only meeting the buyer's needs while you'd been rude to her. And that's what made her storm into our office. How dare you act so cocky? I'm not trying to act in any way, and you're still being rude. It's not too late yet. Give me back my client list. What? Why? You should have realized that you're not ready for it yet. You should step down from handling that list before you end up making the damage bigger. You're just trying to steal the credit from me by saying that, and I'm not letting you do this. Look, Timothy, The clients who were on my list were those who'd bring us big business, but they were all very unique people. To tell you, Tracy is one of the weakest among the four lords. You're not ready to handle her. But that's nothing to be embarrassed about. Everyone makes a mistake and learns from it.
I'm not just an ordinary employee.
Hey, you shouldn't be talking like that.
You transitioned this job to me, right?
Well, it's more like I decided to let you take it from me only because you were insisting so badly. But then, you already saw the result. You should have realized it the moment you ended up receiving a complaint. By the way, your working style, where you'd only care about your buyer's needs the moment the seller signs their contract, was something that you've always been doing.
What? I've never heard anyone say that.
Sure. You probably weren't listening, literally. Alan's been trying to give you as much feedback as possible.
You should walk in your seller's shoes.
You're always begging your seller until they sign the contract with us, but you don't care about fulfilling their needs the moment they sign the contract with you. And they can feel that from you. This will eventually become a huge complaint, so you should watch out on this, okay?
Yes.
You weren't even willing to listen.
Okay, yes, I'm sorry. I'll just apologize once and that's enough, right?
Your apology sounds very shameless.
You're just making a huge deal out of just one small mistake. You were able to handle this list, right? It's too easy for me.
I'm not gonna help you, and I'm not gonna forgive you, no matter what.
What? Why? Why is this happening?
Hey, Timothy!
Yes?
Mr. Steven from Full Max Company is here asking to see you in person as soon as possible. And you better tell me why.
Nothing has happened.
What? I can't hear you.
I can't see him in person.
What? Why?
Hello? Yikes!
Mr. Steven!
I'm sure you're surprised. I enjoy storming into a company as I email them.
Oh, God.
All right, you must be Timothy, my new account manager. This is going to be regarding the email that I sent you, but may I know what's going on? I also would like to ask how you're going to be responsible for this matter.
I need you to explain this from the very beginning, Timothy.
Huh? Tom, are you not aware?
No. Actually, I don't think anyone from our office is aware of what's going on. Timothy, what have you done? You reported to us that there hasn't been any consultation regarding Full Max Company. What exactly did you do secretly? Hey!
I guess this can't be helped. I'll tell you everything at this point.
Why are you talking so arrogantly? Also, you should have told everything to us. Everything before this point. Hey! Hey, can you hear me? What? Are you saying that the property that Mr. Steven purchased from us is ending up tilting because of ground subsidence?
Yes.
Hold on a second. Timothy, which property and land is this about?
It's 334 Trubba Street, Trubba City.
What? That's the property that we all agreed not to sell yet because it wasn't ready to be sold.
I didn't understand why we were holding off on that property. It's at a nice location, and I knew that the rich people would be willing to purchase that property, so I thought it was wasteful.
What kind of real estate agency would hold off on any properties?
If there was a reason, I should have been made aware that there was a reason.
If you were going to sell it, you should have communicated that you wanted to sell it.
I mean, I released that property on the market just to see what would happen. And Mr. Steven ended up reaching out to me right as I released it. That property has a nice location. I thought this was a great opportunity to show everyone my talent, but I wanted to make it dramatic if I was going to get the credit for this, so that's why I was going to surprise everyone by not telling anyone.
Communication is the key to success at any job.
You're being upset about this, but if I were able to get this contract signed, you wouldn't have been scolding me for this.
Of course! I would have scolded you so badly regardless. Mr. Steven, we're terribly sorry about this matter.
This was caused because he was hiding this matter, right?
Yes, the property that we ended up providing you was something that wasn't supposed to be released to the public just yet.
The moment I inquired about the property, it was taken off the market. You wouldn't have known.
There's no excuse for this matter, sir.
That's right, I'm still a newbie, so I should have been supervised a little better. Well, Tom, you deserve to make that an excuse.
What?
You wouldn't have known that anyone would do something that's way off common sense. It's not realistic for you to be expected to audit whether your subordinate is lying about what they report to you every time they report anything to you. Well, I believe that's just slacking. You can consider that matter the way you want, but the fact that I ended up purchasing the property that started tilting because of ground subsidence doesn't get erased. This can be considered the non-conformity with the contract on the seller's end, so I'd like to demand the rescission of the contract, as well as compensation for the damages. That's exactly what you wrote in your email! And you've also neglected to investigate the ground condition as well, to inform the buyer about this matter. So I also find you liable for the compensation for your unlawful actions. What? That's double the compensation! Sure, if you like, I don't mind finding you liable for the sum of the two compensations instead. I'll leave it up to your company when it comes to your consequences, but you're only 24, and yet you're going to end up with a 6-digit debt. How should I say it? I honestly don't feel sorry or bad for you. I don't want to have a debt. I'm just a guy who works at Trumpus Real Estate. The company is responsible for everything that's considered my fault.
Well, the company is responsible for hiring you, and they won't be having you pay for the entire compensation.
Of course not. I'm the monster that was created by Trumpus Real Estate.
Stop being shameless about that! Just to let you know, you're still going to be liable for a portion of it.
You can't do that! How dare you not support your employee through a mistake! I'm sure the company can't legally make the employee liable for a mistake! Eat that! This is my renowned university power! The legal principle of enterprise liability, which holds that losses should be borne by the party who also enjoys the benefits. The company conducts activities to generate profit, so the company should take the loss. Is that what you're trying to say?
Is that true? I'm sorry. I'm not very versed with those complicated things.
You should have studied better when you were a student. Tom, may I ask if you have the Trumpus Real Estate's employment contract?
Yes, of course.
Do you know if that contract states anything in the nature of, in cases where an employee, acting on their own discretion, fails to seek approval from their supervisor or manager for purchases or sales, makes false reports, or conceals information, the employee shall bear full or partial responsibility and liability for any resulting consequences?
I don't remember it word for word, but you're saying that a person who would do things without consulting the team, lying about certain things, and hiding important information would have to be liable for a mistake or certain portion of that liability if those actions end up causing a damage to the company, right? Yes, it's stated there.
Yikes! I didn't know you had the ability to remember things!
Hey, watch your words.
In that logic, Timothy, you're not getting away without being liable for this matter. But if you think about it, I'm sure I'll get away with it. What makes you say that? Mr. Steven, you purchased the property that I recommended to you. Yes? And you're complaining now after finding out about the ground subsidence, right?
Timothy, I said watch your mouth.
Don't worry about it. I'll crush him into pieces. We We wouldn't have found out that there was an issue with the ground subsidence unless you lived in the house, so we couldn't have done anything about that matter. The property was found to be faulty only after you lived there, and this is no one's fault. If there's something to blame for, it's your luck. Why can't we just call it that? You're rich, so who cares? I'm sorry to tell you, and you're telling me all of that so proudly, but that's not going to be a valid argument. Why not? I mean, I wasn't aware of it. Upon selling a property, stop ignoring what I said. Ground investigation is a vital part of that process. Should there be a ground subsidence, the seller is obligated to inform the buyer of it prior to signing the seller's contract. But it was impossible for me to have informed you of something that I wasn't even aware of. In that case, may I ask why you never cared to investigate? Conducting such an investigation is a normal routine for any real estate agency. Exactly. Why is it that you neglected to do so? He hated me. What? It's because you humiliated me, Tom! What? Me? What? About when Tracy came to our office. Ever since that incident, I ended up going into a slump. It's just that your true side was revealed, right? Stop! Why are you asking me to stop? It would have turned out that way sooner or later. Just stop! Tom keeps scolding me, and he's been telling me to give him back his client list, too! Of course I'd say that! You made such a simple mistake! And that's what flustered me, and I couldn't perform well! Don't you guys get it? Stop victimizing yourself! I was rushing myself to accomplish something as soon as possible! And what part of that justifies the fact that I ended up with a faulty property? You're only speaking from the conclusion! Yes, I'm speaking from the conclusion, and that's exactly why I'm filing a complaint. In conclusion, you caused me trouble, and that's why I'm demanding compensation. Okay, just demand it from my company then. Upon a massive loss that's caused due to an employee's misdemeanor, the company can find the employee liable for that loss and damage. What? Should an employee conduct an unlawful misdemeanor with the intention to cause the company damage, the company may find the employee liable for the entire damage. This has nothing to do with whether the responsibility may or may not be returned to the company, because there is a possibility that such misconduct may have been with intention to obstruct the company's business operations. Timothy, you intentionally hid and deceived others with what you've done, so it's going to be a challenging trial for you. I'm not going to play it easy on you. Oh, no! This was how Mr. Stephen filed a civil lawsuit against Timothy. The court came down to a verdict to place Timothy with a liability of $45,000. He was slammed with complaint after complaint by the monster clients that were on my list that I gave him, and he ultimately resigned from the company. As for me, I was back to handling the unique list of clients. I guess I'm a unique guy, so that's why I get along with my unique clients. Trouble Busters!
Could you, not assume your family was something as measly as $3,000? Oh, really? Well, then since I'm such a lowlife, I demand a refund on the construction costs of your house. Do it if you dare, bitch. What? Cancel the wedding? Yes. My name's Helen. I'm a part-time housewife who lives with my husband's younger sister, Thalia, and her husband, Kyle. What do you mean? Are you not gonna get married? Can't a man and a woman become husband and wife without a wedding? No, I suppose you don't have to, but you've already sent out invitations to the wedding, haven't you? You also received congratulations from some people too, didn't you? Oh, all's well. It was almost free to cancel the reservations to the wedding venue. No, that's not the problem. People who were invited to the wedding have cleared up their schedules. Oh, well, we'll have a dinner party on the day of the wedding, ma'am. Don't just think about your own convenience. The location of the dinner party is close to the wedding venue, and we don't have to worry about not getting any congratulations. At least contact everyone. If people come expecting a wedding and then you say you're actually planning a dinner party, they'll be surprised and maybe upset. Of course. Why did you decide to cancel the wedding? That's none of your business, is it? Well, yes, I've been invited, so it kinda is. I think you're right about everything, Miss Helen. You were just born 2 years earlier than me. Happy, are you? Is it fun that you can be the big sister here? That's not my intention. Well, my discomfort index has gone up, and the fact that I'm talking to a relative right now is making me so freaking annoyed. Part of a wedding can only be authentic if there's other people, and sure, I don't believe it's a good idea to decide everything on your own. Sure, some of your guests will be coming from far away, you know. They're coming to see the two of you in radiant matrimony. Sure, so don't ignore that hope of theirs. Sure. Some people will purchase a new suit or dress for the ceremony. Sure. And some may give gifts in advance to accommodate the cost of the wedding. Sure. After this, I told her how the guests could potentially feel, but her heart was obviously somewhere else, with her only response being, sure, in an irritated tone of voice. In the end, Kyle and Thalia completely ignored my advice and went ahead with the dinner party, and...
Why did she frickin' cancel the ceremony without permission? Shouldn't there be some kind of warning about this? Contacting me this morning is so insane! What the frick was Talia even thinking? Don't you think it's so rude?
I'm terribly sorry, but it's all my responsibility as her older sister. I humbly apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused you. I can't believe they hadn't contacted anyone at all. Have you informed your guests that the wedding has been canceled and was changed to a dinner party? Piece of cake. Who would have thought she would lie to me so freely? I am the bride, Thalia. Big thanks to y'all for joining us today. I'm getting married, and I'm gonna be happy.
Bruh, is that all?
Thalia, what the hell? Bringing that older sister attitude back, eh? With a stupid gift of $3,000? Could you, not assume your family with something as measly as $3,000? What the?
Talia, that's disrespectful to Helen.
Don't you think her saying that she's thinking about me in many ways is superficial? I doubt she has any respect for me too, actually. I'm not saying all of these things because I want to be respected. I'm just saying, don't be rude. And I suppose you want me to become someone freaking helpless like you. Seriously, give me a break. Whether people like you or hate you, you only live once, bitch. I want to live the way I want. No thanks. I'm gonna go out not caring about what people think about me.
Damn, respect. If you really want to implement that idea, though, don't rely on others.
Why do we have to go along with your stupid way of life that doesn't consider other people's feelings? No man is an island, you know. Life is merely an individual playing solo in an RPG. In the end, it's all about surviving alone.
I don't want people to have to struggle hard to understand. If any of you don't approve of this dinner party, you can leave.
We already received all the congratulations. I feel like it doesn't matter if you attend or not.
What the hell is with that attitude? Is that truly the attitude you display towards those who rush to your moments of glory?
I don't need any feelings of congratulations. All I want is the money. People aren't as interested in you as you think, bucko. Don't waste your own money on the economy and instead spend it on us, meaningful youth.
What is the most pathetic here is that the biggest gift tonight was a $3,000 from Helen and her husband.
Second place and under were literal crumbs.
Second place goes to Uncle Samson with a mere $800.
It's so embarrassing to see someone so stingy. What kind of decision justifies 8 as a valid amount? Seems like your life was just projected pretty accurately, Uncle Sam.
I mean, 800 left room for you to expand your horizons.
The youth of today aren't interested in such meaningless things as expanding their horizons.
Oh yeah, for real. Nowadays it's the death of Buddha people. That's why venue costs are so low.
Whether it's a big deal or a bust, whether it's Buddha's death or his birth, couples who divorce will get divorced, and those who stay together will continue to stay together. What's important is the personality, not the time. Oh, really? Well, I'm sorry, Thalia. This is the last of you, so please forgive me, okay? Everything we're saying, the whole world believes this to be common sense, but it doesn't seem to resonate with my sister-in-law and her husband at all. If it doesn't change no matter what we say to persuade you, then we have no choice but to hammer it into your body, eh? Unforgivable. Troublebusters initiate. I'm not a good-natured person enough to raise money for someone who literally does not listen to what others have to say. Therefore, I demand a refund on the construction costs of your house. Do it if you dare, bitch.
We're not the ones to get freaked out by things like that.
Very shallow, I see. You can't build a house without our help, guys. It'll get built. Easy as pie with a cherry on top. So you don't feel like apologizing to everyone? No. Frick no. We can build the house without your help, bitch. Besides, we have a secret plan. I see. So there are people in this world who are kind enough to build a house without construction costs. Don't underestimate people's networking skills, eh?
More to the point, could you frickin' leave? To be honest, y'all a huge eyesore for God's sake.
Is that so? Is that so? I really understand what you two think now. Well, I don't think it's possible, but good luck anyway.
Hey, Helen! Wait a minute.
Just as I was about to leave, Thomas and Megan, the president and vice president of a renowned construction company, stood up.
You're acting so energetic, spitting insults in your guests' faces. But are you okay, dear?
Huh? We're telling you that you can't start the construction on a new building unless a payment of $30,000 as a starting fee is available. But is that okay with you two?
Bruh, we can afford something like this. Easy.
You're gonna start construction, we can pay the money later on, right? No way that's acceptable. Huh? Don't huh me, Missy. We cannot build you a house unless you get a starting deposit of 30 grand.
What?
Can't you build a house without the money?
What are you surprised about? Like, duh.
This is not an arts and crafts class, people. This is business.
Damn, these pricks are pretty much casinos. Well, yeah, but it's different. As Megan here says, this is not a charity project.
Kyle, how much does all of our congratulations amount to?
About 6 grand.
For now, we'll give you the full $6,000. So can't you do something about it?
No, nothing can be done.
The starting fee is $30,000. We signed such a contract. But hold on, we've been best friends since high school, so how about...
I thought I said this was business. I can't pay. Please build a house first. Do you really think such a ridiculous request like that will be granted?
And of course, something like, oh, our bad, didn't know, canceling the construction is also impossible. No way!
No way!
If you can't listen to our request, please at least let us cancel, no questions asked. Too late. Construction is already scheduled to begin. You can cancel, but if you do, you'll have to pay a penalty of $18,000, which is 60% of the construction starting fees as per the contract.
18,000?
Considering the situation, looks like you've completely forgotten about the penalty.
And not to mention, the fact that not only did they assume they were going to get help, but they also didn't show any gratitude whatsoever. Not surprised they never read the contract.
Either way, things that don't concern us don't matter anymore. Ew! Doesn't concern you.
Isn't that too irresponsible, Miss Helen?
It was you who said you would pay for it. No one else, just you. I don't need the money. Do what you want. I wonder who said such things, I think it was you, Thalia. That's what I'm saying. It was wrong, eh? Do you see me giving a damn?
What are you gonna do with it, eh? If this continues, construction cancellation penalties will be in order.
You asked Helen for that, Mr. Lockhart.
That's not possible.
But why? Why is it impossible? We're friends, right? I knew that we wouldn't be able to pay the money if I couldn't make $30,000. It should be normal for them to move forward without penalties. We're friends, right? This is not our old tennis club, Thalia. It can't be done. We've already talked to outsourcers and we can't consider our friendship when doing business involving more people than just us.
We also saw firsthand the reasons why you don't give a damn about the money Helen raised for you.
You've been saying things like, we're friends, aren't we, for a while now, but we're not friends anymore. What? I mean, of course not.
To whomever godparents prepared a gift of $3,000 for marriage, congratulations, and who offered $30,000 as a deposit.
Excuse
me? How can you say such horrible things to such saints, Talia?
The contents of the gifts were opened and freaking revealed. We are canceling the wedding at the last minute. Sending us an email the next morning saying the wedding was canceled. So insensitive. That doesn't matter right now.
It does frickin' matter. It's that mentality exactly that made Helen cut off her contributions.
But I freaking believed in my friendship with you people. Don't go about stabbing us in the back and being bossy all the while.
Why am I the one that has to make up for your childish actions that resulted in your lost trust and money?
It's completely insane to spit insults towards us and expect us to build you a house for free. Starting with the Lockhart's counter-arguments, the Thalia-Kyle couple felt like strangers in their own matrimonial dinner. The pent-up anger among the guests started pouring out like magma, and the atmosphere became so brittle that a physical threatened to break out at any minute. Kyle, honey? What should we do?
Ignore all of them stupid ravens. Our priority is Miss Helen. If she doesn't get involved, we'll end up with a meaningless debt of $18,000.
$18,000 in debt? I refuse!
Me too. Even if it means crawling down and licking her shoes, we've got to convince her.
But how?
I have an idea. We're terribly sorry for the inconvenience. I will be your host today. My name is Kyle Thompson the Groom. Your anger is completely understandable. However, please do not worry. This is all a prank. You must have been surprised. Bruh, no way he's about to justify everything they said by declaring it all a prank.
What a bunch of baloney. Because a prank needs...
Oh, it was all a prank. Yes, indeed. Ah, I see. It was all a practical joke. I mean, of course, sir. No one in their right mind would do this. Eh? Can't hear you. A prank, eh? So I guess that means there's something that comes after all this? Such as?
Oh,
No. Even for pranks with zero sense of comedy, bro.
There should be something that comes right after.
Such as?
Oh my god.
If you're gonna say the unpleasant atmosphere we gave everyone today was created on purpose...
You need something that will convince them all that it was a prank, right? The point is, we need proof that it was really a prank.
Such as?
For example, you might say, oh, actually, we're having a wedding after all, and show everyone to the wedding venue, and there's proper food at the ceremony hall.
I don't think everyone here will be convinced if we don't have that kind of assurance.
Have you prepared something like that?
Well, no, sir.
Yeah, why?
I forgot.
You forgot?
Yes.
No.
If you forget that, it won't prove that it really was a prank. What do you mean?
It just makes that announcement seem like a lame excuse for your behavior. That's the truth, isn't it?
Well...
So it is true. Did your heart stop or something?
But it really is a prank. No, if this is a prank, it's a great success.
Everyone in the venue here was shocked for real.
The prank was a huge success, so I hope you will forgive us, Miss Helen.
No, it won't work the way it is now. It's impossible.
Why, ma'am? Because there's no proof that this really was a prank. Frankly speaking, we think that this whole thing was 1% prank, 99% barbaric. 99%? You don't believe in us that much?
Nope, we can't believe you.
How can I make you believe me? We're telling you, you have to prove that it was a prank. I guarantee you that it was a prank.
It's said that you were guaranteeing something is less trustworthy than a babysitter zombie.
Well, how can I make you believe me? We're telling you, you have to prove that it was a prank. I guarantee you it was a prank.
Bruh, no way we're stuck in a loop of hell. So persistent.
Give up, Kyle. You guys did something you shouldn't have done. If we give up, we can kiss your assistants goodbye.
Even if you don't give up, you can still kiss our assistants goodbye.
How about it, Talia? Get a venue yet?
Frick my ass, no one takes me seriously.
What are you doing? Do your damn job!
There's no way we can reserve a wedding that same day. You really have no common sense, do you, Kyle?
What the frick? You're telling me I don't got common sense? You were the one who downgraded the wedding to a dinner party. And you were the one who boasted we didn't need Miss Helen's money. I just got caught up in the whirlpool.
What the hell? You never friggin' objected to anything and was happy with everything I said.
But that's because I believed in you.
Which means that you also have some responsibility in this. You always give up what you're thinking for my sake. And when something happens, you say it's your responsibility, Thalia. You frickin' bastard.
No, you have no right to say that. I do have times when I think.
And that's the fool everyone with a prank trick up your sleeve? No way that sort of strategy would work.
Oh, really? Well, my humblest apologies, Your Highness. I'm so sorry for thinking the same way as the way you can build a house with a deferred payment, just because you're friends with the construction company's president.
The frick? Say it again, I dare you.
You make do with our $18,000 debt, all right?
You're also guilty of the same crime, so it's a 50-50 split. Don't run away from your responsibilities. You two better shut the hell up. Helen? Why the frick do we have to watch you pricks have an argument and place bets on who the frick's gonna win? Hey, what is all this? What is all this, eh? You're both equally sinful here. Frickin' realize the truth already, damn it. It was a prank. He or she is responsible. If you have time to argue about being boring, meaningless, trivial things like that, then let's start with the wedding. Repeat after me. I'm sorry for changing the dinner party without any notice. And as for opening the gifts in front of everyone...
Oh, we didn't open anything in front of anyone.
Shut up! The moment you make the info public, bucko, it's all over. Have some common sense.
I'm sorry.
And other than that, the audacity to disrespect not just me, but also Thomas and Megan, whom you treat worse than a bear trap does to a fox's leg. When you frickin' realized that it was impossible for Megan or Thomas to grant you your request, you got pissed off and criticized them. And in the end, you lied about a prank that has zero chance of winning. And finally, despite you had messed things up this horribly, you initiated a lot of backlash and rift with no apology made. An apology would have been better than playing tricks for Christ's sake.
I'm so sorry.
The two of them perhaps finally realized the severity of their actions, broke down in tears, and apologized. However, the time for crying and apologizing and being forgiven had long since passed, and the audience members left the venue one by one, showing a variety of negative emotions. Some angry, some stunned, some disgusted. The catastrophic dinner party was over, and the two of them were left with a penalty of $18,000. Although they had $6,000 in congratulations, they still had to pay an additional $12,000. And about that...
It's not an amount that can't be repaid, so we don't help them anymore. If we help them here, they'll be grateful at first, but soon they'll forget their gratitude and become insane once again. Rather than that, it would be better for them to shoulder this debt properly. Make them pay it and let it be etched into their memory as a lesson or a bitter memory.
Alright. Alan, Thalia's older brother, was one step stricter than me, and we decided to leave this matter to the newlyweds. Now they're doing what they absolutely can to work and make money to pay off the penalty, and I know this from the fact that we're still living together as two married couples. Perhaps Thalia took this matter very seriously, for she seems to be growing up little by little and helping me with the housework, and this isn't much, but even paying some living expenses, neither of which she had ever done before. In reality, they did something that they would have gotten both kicked out. In the end, Alan was kind enough to let them stay at home. Well, that's sort of cute of him, and I love it. For the time being, we're doing all right, living with these people. I sincerely hope that Kyle and Thalia will take what they learned on this occasion seriously and turn over a new leaf regarding their philosophy of life. Hear ye, hear ye. Heart strike. Troublebusters.
Are you making frickin' fun of us, eh? Get the hell home! Well, I mean, I don't mind going home. On the other hand, though, are you okay, sir? Eh? Hey, folks, I'm Thomas, and my occupation is quite literally anything. I'll really do whatever I can. A jack of all trades, if you will. Sometimes I look for a little lost kitten. Where are you, Misha, darling? Your lovely owner is worried. Sometimes I clean buildings. Whew. As I thought, though, large companies have insanely big rooms. Even installing air conditions is a piece of cake. Yes, it's finished. On the surface, my title is CEO of Sir Thomas Jack Limited Industries, a company that does anything and everything. But I'm the only employee. Well, a sole proprietor, maybe. The only thing I can call my hobby is playing pachinko. Really feels like I'm living in the comfort of my parents' home. Just leaving for a little teensy bit. Don't go stealing my seat, please. Hello, Thomas Smith speaking. Hello, my boy. What the hell? Dad? Thomas, son, leave next weekend free, eh? I think I found the one for you. All right, you found the... Wait, what? You found a match for me? Calm down, buddy. You're single, aren't you? Well, yeah. Then it's decided. Come on now, don't decide on your own. Now. No need to get aggressive, son. The fact remains, someone has taken a great liking to you. I gave your cell phone number to your matchmaking partner's mother, so she'll contact you soon. Wait, my personal info? If it means I can get my prodigal son married just by giving out your personal information, shake my hand, for it's a done deal. I'll see you, buddy. See you next weekend. Wait, Dad. Hello, Dad. As my father has said, I received a phone call from the mother of my match, and while I was initially really taken aback, thanks to her enthusiasm and jolly pushiness, I decided to give it a go and accept the match. What the hell is this resume?
Daddy, calm down, please. You're shocking our guests.
And this resume is even more ridiculous. This is the first time I've seen such an unpleasant personal statement. Are you making frickin' fun of us, eh? Get the hell home. How dare you? You are making fun of my son, Gonzalez. I am a general manager working at Central Municipal City Hall. How is your son going to make a living, eh? I'm going to work all that I can. If I work hard as Johannes Kepler did with all his thousands of measurements, $2,500 per month is a done deal. Well, I suppose we can live without any luxuries, can we? Can live without luxuries? Are you willing to allow Talia here to toil and suffer? Why should my daughter be unhappy just because her mother believes you would be a perfect husband for her? Will money make you more satisfied, sir? It's obvious! Well, I don't think so, see. Because you're a loser who doesn't have the privilege of the penny! Well then, let me ask you this. If you're so rich and happy, Mr. Gonzalez, why doesn't Talia seem to be? You must be the cause of that, you destitute maggot! I'm really sorry, Talia, darling. Your mother took an inexcusable liking to this rat, and I had no choice but to accept this meeting. Oh, I understand. You're so shocked. This nation's judiciary is so fricked up. Despite the overwhelming difference between me, an elite civil servant, and the people in front of me, the difference is overwhelming. It seems that these people have the same red blood as I running through their veins. Surprisingly, it seems God is not very considerate to his children. How disrespectful! Aren't the vegetables you see before you now were made possible thanks to farmers like us, Don Gonzalez? And as for Thomas himself, he does work anything and everything. And he lives his life to the fullest in his profession, all while helping others. Just how noble do you believe your own work to be, eh? The quality of a person is reflected in their remuneration. According to statistics from the Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry, and Fisheries, isn't about 40% of agricultural workers have an annual income of less than $30,000? That's right, sir. And I'm exactly at that $30,000 area. My family and I don't have any trouble surviving, nor do we cause trouble to other people. I freaking knew it! You know what they say, like parent, like child. Oh, do be pathetic. People don't want to be farmers or jacks of all trades from the beginning of their lives. You just don't have any way to make decent money, so you're just trying to make do for the time being. Isn't that so? And why should it concern you if the person who lives such a life is fine with it, who is satisfied with it, and who is happy beyond all belief was possible? I've no reason to see you look down on my family's life and mine based on your money-based values. You're someone who works in a government office, right? All kinds of people come to you, don't they? Different people have different circumstances, but they still pay taxes for our country. There's no superiority or inferiority there. As the name suggests, it's a paid-by-blood tax. We've done our jobs by cutting our time by every second, every minute, every hour, month, and year. Don't go about measuring people by your sloppy yardstick, you bastard. My. As if all those lies and cheesy talk will help your stupid case. As a result of you losing miserably in the entrance exams and job competition, you end up with an annual income of less than 30 grand. It's only natural that people who don't get results like us, the elites, will be laughed at and to be trampled upon. If you don't like that life, rise up, men! That's not strength by any means. Damn, are you seriously older than me? When I think about it, I want to cry, damn it. In my job in Jack of all trades, I meet a lot of different presidents of a lot of companies, you know. While they're far richer than you, they're far kinder too. And here we go! When people can't assert themselves against an opposition too overpowering, they insist on the legitimacy of their existence by pulling others into the argument. I'm just saying that everyone has their own values about happiness and existence, so don't arbitrarily rank them or look down on them, eh? Just because we can't compete with you doesn't mean we're actually fighting against you. A battle cannot be fought unless both parties are at the same level. If I'm the wolf here, both of you are lambs. Am I clear? This is no good. This prick doesn't understand anything. His prejudices refuse to leave his mind. Too much like dried up stiff spaghetti that simply refuses to leave the skin of the plate. A will of steel indeed. So, now what? Are you still going to go through with this? Well, it seems like most of my work is done now, so that's fine. But on the other hand, are you okay, sir? Eh? Waitress! Oh, waitress! Number one, if you please. Huh? Number one? Hey, this isn't a cabaret club. Wait.
Coming, sir.
Huh?
Initiate door slam. Unforgivable. Trouble busters initiate.
Ah! Kira, darling!
I could hear every single damn word from the room next door, Henry.
Thalia! Wait, what? What is all this? What's going on? You said you couldn't attend today because of an emergency.
Well, I'll explain that right away. First of all, Mr. Thomas Smith, thank you for your cooperation today. Splendid job. Hella great job.
Just doing my job, ma'am. Your job? At this point, I revealed the details of my job that day from Mrs. Keira Gonzalez, the mother of my arranged partner, Talia. Originally, this arranged meeting was a blueprint drawn by the mistress, Mrs. Gonzalez herself, in order to measure the degree to which her husband, Henry, to which he had healed from his tendency to prioritize academic backgrounds and neglect unfavorable choices. Oh, and by the way, Talia was already aware of the true purpose of this arranged meeting.
Daddy really did a great job at being a bastard. You really got guts to say such disrespectful things to people. You have no idea how much I wanted to defend Mr. Thomas and Mr. Charles.
Thank you, ma'am. Hey, Thomas, why didn't you tell me that this arranged meeting had a hidden purpose like that?
I was afraid that if everyone was the initiator of this ruse, the atmosphere would look contrived or preordained, sir. Charles, sir, I'm very sorry for getting you involved.
You don't have to apologize, Mrs. Gonzalez. It's also my father's fault for forcing the arranged meeting without respecting my own wishes as his son.
Well then, honey?
Yes, ma'am!
I told you, right, that under no circumstances, no matter where you are, you do not make fun of other people's educational backgrounds and occupations.
Yes, you did, dear. Miss Thalia.
You call me Thalia, Thomas.
Well then, Thalia, why is your father all cowardly around your mother?
It's just that he showers her with so much love.
Ah, I see now.
And what did I say I would do if anyone ever caught you doing it?
You said...
Sir Thomas?
Yes, Thalia?
You're so close to me. Scooch over, would you?
Oh, my mistake, ma'am.
I told you I would divorce you, didn't I? It became a huge burden for us all, remember?
Yes, ma'am. A huge problem, ma'am.
After that incident, you wrote an oath vowing to reflect on yourself and not judge others based on their merits, and become a clean, respectful public servant. In addition to divorce forms and in front of me, didn't you?
But that's... Don't you think it's possible that these three people here did a job all too well?
Excuse me?
Just look at their faces. Among the faces I've seen that seriously will not get on in the world, these two are of the topmost class. Bang, bang to oblivion. And also, listen to me, Kara dear. The many things I said to these two was all for Talia, you see. My misbehavior is caused by a father's parental love for his daughter.
I see.
I can't leave things to these swine who make nothing but an annual income of 30,000 breadcrumbs. Even you think so too, don't you, Kara?
I mean, I don't mind at all. Mom and I don't look at men based on their income. Thomas himself said, but I don't think you have the right to decide what defines happiness for us as a family. Thomas asked you, didn't he? If you're so rich and happy, Mr. Gonzalez, why doesn't Thalia seem to be? Dad, you freaking blame that on him. But you are the real reason why I'm freaking miserable.
But why? Aren't you happy with your life with all the money you can have?
It's better to have money, of course, but it's not a deciding factor at all. You may be rich in appearance, Dad, but you're freaking poor in humanity. Embarrassing and pitiful. That's my actual father.
Oh, don't get so cocky, Missy. How dare you talk to your father this way? Who in the world do you think you will being able to survive?
See, you immediately say something like that. Everything is money to you. You use money to condescend to people, and you use money to tie people up into knots. And in any case, isn't your annual income hovering at only around $60,000?
What? 60 grand?
Public servants work in the government office for cities, wards, towns, and villages alike. Make an annual income about that much, you know.
There ain't no way, bro. Only twice our income, and you one-up us. It's true that I make more money than you, so don't laugh at me, peasant! No, I can't, bro. You claim that money is important, and people who can't make a decent living are scum. If you're gonna say something like that, at least make 6 digits. 60 grand seems like a joke when it comes to the rich.
Moreover, this person has a habit of going on spending sprees and is actually in debt.
What? Debt? Wait now, Kara, that's...
Daddy, are you actually in debt?
Kara! I thought we agreed we wouldn't tell anyone!
I didn't make that promise, and I think it's unfair not to disclose that you owe money.
You must be kidding. Debt? Oh, stop it, please. Oh, my stomach. Ow. After giving a lot of brutal blows, you sure seem like a lowlife worse than Thomas here. May I present Sir Henry One-Upsminskin Walkersmile Detterman. Shut up! My debts are different from the debts of the lowest class people because they're honorable. Nah, man. There's no damn superiority or inferiority when it comes to debt. Debt is debt, period. I see now. Are elite civil servants with university degrees incapable of managing money? If you want me to, I can give you a lecture on how to avoid debt. Shut up! Enough of that broken Yankee accent! Bro, if you have time to worry about us, wouldn't it be better to stop your wife from declaring divorce against you, Mr. Debtor Servant? The point is, the reason I slapped these two so hard was all for Talia. No more, no less.
And not to mention the fact that even after Mom appeared at the scene, you've continued to display your foul-mouthed behavior. Pathetic indeed. I guess you really want a divorce, Okay then.
No, this is another habit of mine.
You look down on people so much it becomes a habit. Huh. Enough making excuses, Mr. Henry Gonzalez. Why did I warn you not to look down on others so much, even making you fill in goddamn divorce forms? You don't seem to understand, do you?
I do know. It's because you don't like that kind of thing, right?
That's one thing, but that's not all. If you were to be involved in another incident at the office, you might be given a pay cut or even a demotion. And who would like to be together with someone who's mentally immature and unstable?
But this isn't a government office, so it's just barely safe.
Out and banned from Match. This arranged meeting was a place where we all tested our common sense. If you were really thinking about me, be gentle, welcoming, and friendly to our guests, without ever being rude to them. Then I'll talk about the details after we get home.
About today's arranged meeting, Dad is a little worried, dear. Thomas's annual income is $30,000, right? Do you think you can get by with that, Talia?
This is the power of an adult. As you can see, this is something even Thalia so young understands. And you...
I cannot believe it! Apparently these people claim that they also have the human rights I have, you know. This nation's judiciary is so fricked up. Despite the overwhelming difference between me and the elite civil servants and the people in front of me. It seems that these people have the same red blood as I running through their veins. Surprisingly, it seems God is not very considerate to his children.
You really went all out on insulting these two gentlemen, who have been leading a life that deserves no shame nor condescension whatsoever. It's really embarrassing. Thalia's 25, you know. Why don't you, at 58, have the adult power that even a 25-year-old Thalia has? A younger employee at the government office told me Mr. Henry just cannot remember the new implemented system at all, and it's giving us so much trouble. They complained, Henry. Do you realize how much you're protected by everyone? How much you're bothering everyone?
And even I was giving you a chance to redeem yourself, bucko. I was really pissed off, though. But the reason I passionately talked about the definition of happiness was to make you reconsider your stance. Well, you didn't want to listen at all anymore anyway.
If you had only realized this mistake midway through and kept your head down in apology, there would have been some room for extenuating circumstances. Well, it's been a long time discussing this, but the divorce has been finalized. I have no objections.
Wait, please! Wait, no! This is different! Different, I say!
What's different, you monster?
It just is! You understand if you let me talk!
But we've already listened to your stupid excuse of logic. There's nothing any one of us can do to fix now my ex-dad's inner toxicity. So reconciliation is a no-go, bro.
Talia! Kira! Talia! Kira!
Shut up. It's good that this time it was only pseudo-matchmaking. But what do you think would have happened if this was a real matchmaking and Thalia had been taking a liking to Thomas? Anything else to say? Thalia's already an adult. Who she chooses is up to her and her alone. Do my happiness and Thalia's have to be obstructed by the likes of you bastard?
Anything but, please!
Divorce is the only option. If you come to our house after the divorce, or if you follow me or Thalia, we will immediately consult a lawyer and get a restraining order issued. We're gonna be strangers now, but please be careful with yourself, ex-daddy.
No, please! No matter how much a man will cry, a woman who lost her feelings will never come back. That seems to be the truth. And with that, another great mission, accomplished by Sir Thomas Jack-of-all-trades, or so it should have been, but for another unexpected problem occurring. To my great surprise, Talia, whom I was only supposed to meet once in my life, pushed into my company as a new employee.
Don't get me wrong, Thomas. Even though it was just an act, it must be sad for you to be dumped by a beautiful girl like me, so I'll stay with you until you heal from your broken heart.
I don't need you. Go home! Needless to say, things took a strange turn. Talia, that witch, has quite the unshakable sense of righteousness indeed. Well, Jacks of all trades are out again today on another mission. Troublebusters!
How long will you be hospitalized then, Helen? I have no idea, but the doctor said they ought to keep an eye on me, so they advised being hospitalized for a long time.
Boo! Please come back to us!
I don't care. Seems they finally found out. Hi there, my name's Helen. I'm 31 years old, and at this very moment, I've decided to sever ties from my toxic family. This is not the conclusion I came to after thinking about it today and yesterday. I'd lost all feelings towards them a long time ago. A very long time ago. Another package for her? Chiara! Seems you bought clothes again without my permission, eh? Here we go, the Wailing Banshee. Online mailing is convenient for real, but the real problem is that prick at home will inevitably find out. And you do not call your mother names, Missy. There's nothing wrong with this, since I'm buying things with my own money. From your salary, every single day a package arrives for you, Chiara. It's not an amount that you can buy with your salary alone. Shut up! They're all cheap. That's also a lie. Bags, wallets, and clothes from brands that even I know. You do not lie to your parents. Oh, listen, Grandma. I'm not saying you shouldn't dress up, but just understand limits and moderation do exist. I'm paying for those packages. I don't need you to decide how I use my own damn pension. And more to the point, I don't think you ought to be reprimanding your daughter spending money right now. This morning's breakfast was so poor, so miserable that I didn't have any appetite. For real, your cooking just doesn't sit well at all. You do really prepare the ingredients in a way that doesn't seem right. You're such a genius in failing. What are you doing, Is this some kind of artillery attack on us with some mission in mind? No! Perish the thought, Mrs. Smith. And yet you go on and on and on trying to make up excuses, aren't you, Mom? You interfere with people's shopping without even giving a damn. By interfering, you mean the fact that you buy a hell of a lot of brand name products that a 20-year-old usually can't buy? Isn't it normal to think, how are you doing this? Could you, stop forcing your own norms into me? But see, Tiara doesn't bring any money into the family budget. And you, Mrs. Smith, you only use your pension for yourself. Trevor's contributions to our lives, which are most important thing, are decreasing with each passing month, so... Shut the hell up! That's just because you don't get creative. On your part. You stay at home all day, every day, and you say you can't manage the household finances? What on earth do you exist for, eh? Can you seriously stop complaining about our entertainment expenses just because you're bad at making ends meet? I guess scum who haven't been out functioning in society forever seriously knows no shame. It's unthinkable for me. Pathetic. It's embarrassing to call someone like this my mother. I never had the intention of saying anything wrong. However, when I did have something to say, these two would form an alliance and turn to the offensive. This alone is the worst, but here comes something even worse.
I'm home.
Oh, Daddy's home. Welcome home, Trevor, honey.
I heard from both of them.
Please hear my opinion, too.
I refuse.
I just wanted to fix Tiara's...
I have no intention of listening to you. A housewife who doesn't bring any bread to the table has no business in being bossy to my family.
What the hell? Wasn't it you who asked me to be a housewife, Trevor? Okay, then.
Let's go get some food.
But there's food here.
Eh? There's food.
Let's go! Hey! Divorce. Should I really do it? I wish I could just give up everything and be free from this pain. Daddy? Grandma? How about we eat some sushi on our way home? And there's also something I'm eager to buy. Something eager to buy? Good idea.
Sushi? Good idea.
Aw, I love you guys so much.
I'll leave your things here for now.
After that, my parents found out about my hospitalization and came to visit. And that's when I confessed my feelings to them. Dad told me, no matter what happens, we're always with you. And Mom said, you did so well this far, darling. You did amazing. I found new strengths thanks to my parents' word, and I have no hesitation anymore. I want a divorce. Thank you for everything. A marriage that wasn't going well to begin with. The divorce was finalized in no time. My ex-family is overjoyed with the divorce. But they don't understand the horror of the truth. It'll probably become a ticking time bomb and go off eventually. Unforgivable. Troublebusters initiate.
Please, come back to us.
Hurry up! Hurry the frick up, elevator!
Please, come back to us.
I don't care. Seems they finally found out. Judging by how you people seem, it seems like the deferred payments from Sahara.com came rolling in. Oh, I knew. Branded bags, shoes, wallets, perfumes, cosmetics for girls, etc., etc. Spoiling rotten your son and granddaughter. Spoiling rotten your daughter in brand name suits, watches, golf sets, fishing equipment, etc., for yourself. Perhaps spoiling Tiara made shopping a pleasure for all you pricks,
So you did know.
I mean, of course. I was the one who receives some sort of delivery every day. All you do is just one click on your computer screen. When you start using credit cards, you don't feel like you're taking money out of your wallet directly. That's why shopping online with a credit card can be disastrous if you don't have a solid sense of responsibility. Well, I think it's already late anyhow.
That's exactly how it is for us. We were all deceived by the mail order site's deferred payment system. If you buy something, you'll have to pay for it 3 months later, when it shows up on your credit card bill.
And we didn't really understand the meaning of that, so we maxed out our credit cards every 2 months when the credit card bills came.
From the left, the limits are $6,000, then 4, then 3, then 3 again.
Mine's limit is $1,000.
We went on using Sahara until our credit cards were maxed out for a total of $17,000.
So 3 months later, Sahara told you along the lines of, "Yup, it's been 3 months, guys. Pay the 17 grand, right?"
I hate to admit it, though.
A truly exemplary bankruptcy because of deferred payments.
Oh, you never fail to be so harsh. And in the end, we got a lot of phone calls and reminders to pay up.
Mail, too. It arrived so often that I really started to get sick of it.
You don't want to see a reminder letter, and you don't want to hear a reminder phone call, do you?
We're the ones who suffer more than anyone else with all this debt, and yet demand without human blood or tears. And so you continued to ignore the memos.
We didn't see anything. We didn't hear anything. Then what's this? A miracle. The reminder letters and phone calls suddenly dropped about after 3 months.
Oh, so you thought they'd given up?
We did think so. They just can't be demons. They would never take anything from someone who was penniless. It was peaceful for a while.
No, that piece was fake all along.
That's right. 6 months after the payments were overdue, we received a statement from a corporate lawyer.
For real, it said that if we continued to delay payments, they would file a lawsuit.
That's why we really did get sued. But we couldn't pay. Not to mention, we don't have time to go to court on weekdays, so we didn't attend the hearing. But a judgment was passed and our wages were withheld.
Well, I guess that can be expected. That's why Daddy and I have all our paychecks confiscated. So, Mom, please, do something about it. Do something? But I'm a housewife. I don't have any money.
You liar! Why aren't you kicked out of the hospital then?
I naturally told my parents about my condition, and my parents are covering everything.
I freaking knew it.
Please, let us use that power too. For real, it's no fair that you're the only one privileged, Mom. No, I'm going back to work after I'm discharged from the hospital, and I don't want strangers to tell me what concerns them.
There! That's why we're here.
Could you perhaps start over with Trevor, darling Helen? Huh?
It's time to get my family together again. It shouldn't be a bad idea.
No, that's a terrible idea. Why in the world do I have to return to the family, who failed so miserably in proper decision-making, and who racked up debt and lost lawsuits? What punishment game is this, eh? Rejoice, woman! Starting today, you've been chosen to be the crew of the Ship of the Mud. Mom, please, ask my grandparents on your side and try to persuade them to help us pay off this debt. Absolutely not. This is a debt you've created with all your pleasure-seeking bird brains. So you pay it all off yourself. I warned you many times to avoid wasting money so that this didn't happen, didn't I? Because I never thought something like this would happen if we ignored it. What are you on about? You're a grown woman, for God's sakes. You make the decision to ignore my advice, so it's your own fault you're in this situation. I mean, we're strangers anyhow. Don't say things like that, Mommy. Don't call me Mommy. Shut the hell up. I still remember every single damn word all of you said to me when it was decided that I would be hospitalized for a long period of time. My relationship with you ended right then and there. That will never change. If you understand now, could you please leave? Just looking at the tops of your heads, you devious brain-dead piles of sludge, makes me nauseous. You're bothering me now. Leave now. Well then, I, Chiara, hereby loudly declare my request for child support. Give me child support, woman. I'm asking for child support of $2,000 per month, but I'm asking for a lump sum payment of 9 months, amounting to $18,000.
Oh, nice thinking.
Nah, stupid yet again. The hell you mean frickin' child support? You're frickin' 21. You're an adult. But I'm your daughter. There's no friggin' obligation to pay child support to an adult daughter. There's no way such a request would go through. You sure are surprisingly childish when it comes to money matters, aren't you, darling? People like you don't deserve credit cards. It only causes trouble for others. So glad I cut ties with all of y'all. And also, I'm really curious about this, especially. But why are all of them wearing expensive clothes even though you're in trouble with money? And jewelry too? Are you kidding me? Oh. The hell you mean? Oh. Don't surround yourself with luxury items when you're but a power-hungry horde of boors who's always been careless with money. Sell them. Sell them all. Downgrade your initial equipment to cotton rags and cypress sticks. Sell, sell, sell. Sell it all. That's where everything stems from.
I'm so sorry.
With those around, my blood pressure sure goes up. Calling Nurse Abbott, do you copy? Nurse Abbott, call the doctor immediately, please.
Please, give us a reasonable amount.
Please, for the amount we can get here, our fate will also change dramatically. Hey! How much will it cost in total? Yes. I'll do a little appraisal. I'll be generous and say $5 grand. $5 grand? And I'm being very generous. It would be lower at other stores.
This is stupid. These are treasures worth a total of 15 grand.
For real, reevaluate, please. The actual value may be that way, but with how things naturally deteriorate over time, and how trends come and go, it can vary, you know?
Oh, but it shouldn't be so low as to be 1/3 and punch us in the gut at the same time.
If you disagree, by all means, take them elsewhere. However, there is no place that will buy it at a higher price than mine, folks.
Hello, Miss Sharon.
Ah, Kendall from Good Job Recycling. How do you do?
Oh, currently under appraisal now, are we?
Yes, I am.
For us, 3 grand would already be generous. And how much will you buy them for?
5.
Excuse me, I must say that's very generous.
These folks here, after that they told me, seem to be having a lot of trouble with money right now, you see.
But business usually doesn't take that into account. You're too soft, Miss Sharon.
I know, Kendall, but I can't leave people in trouble alone.
I see. Well, you are famously kind to people after all. Well, I must be off.
Say hello to your manager for me, hey?
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
We decided we'd rather have you buy all of this, Miss Sharon.
Are you sure? If you think my appraisal is questionable, you can go to another store. Business is only possible if the customer is satisfied, after all.
No, ma'am. We're satisfied here.
Is that so? Thank you very much. We hope you come back to us soon, sir. Of course. Kind, generous people like you, Sharon, dear. I feel the world is not at all a lost cause after all. Still have something, sir?
This is my contact information. Please contact me if you like.
Well, thank you very much.
Damn it! No matter how hard we try, we can only make to 10 grand.
What are we gonna do, Daddy?
We have no choice but to rely on Helen.
I suppose so. I mean, hey, we tried our best too. We'll be in trouble if we don't get any help from anyone around here.
For now, let's get down to it and negotiate. Let's make Helen see some sense and make her feel like she ought to help us.
But what could we do to persuade that old hag?
Praise her like she has beautiful eyes or has the body of an actress. Something cheesy like that.
I understand. I'll do my best.
Helen, dear.
Empty bed.
Hey, whoa. What happened to Helen? Where did our precious Helen go?
Miss Helen Smith's family?
Former family, yes.
I'm afraid that qualifies as strangers. I cannot disclose any information.
No way. Can't we do something about that?
Since it is personal information, I cannot share it with you.
Because you quickly begged her for a divorce.
Please, if this situation continues, we're seriously gonna have to go to court. Please give me Helen's contact information.
There's nothing I can do, sir.
Mommy! It's over. No more options. We've tried everything. It's over.
No, not yet. It's not over yet.
What are we gonna do? Have some magical way to avoid court, eh?
That's...
We charge 50% for 10 days, so think carefully when borrowing money, eh?
But boss, he was introduced to us by Sharon, so ain't it good to have 30% instead?
Ah, shit, I forgot. Then, yeah, 30% for 10 days, yeah?
30% for 10 days. 30% for 10 days. 30% for 10 days.
Hey, what are you doing?
30% for 10 days. 30% for 10 days. 30% for 10 days. If only I had listened to Helen. If I hadn't divorced her. She was doing her best for us all. And I stupidly took it for granted. I condescended to her. Helen.
I'd predicted that the 3 trolls would turn to me again if they still had financial problems. The moment they disappeared to the pawn shop, I'd already taken refuge in another ward. According to little birds in the trees, the 3 pricks borrowed money from a loan shark after that, were able to avoid a lawsuit, but in return, they're now forced to repay the loan from the loan shark. The amount of money he borrowed increased by 30% interest every 10 days, and they're living in poverty, trying just to pay back the interest. It's scary that most of the money you make goes toward interest. On the other hand, I'm scheduled to be discharged from the hospital very soon. After I'm discharged from the hospital, I hope to be able to be more filial to my parents who helped me out so much. Troublebusters.